I know I'm making a video on rage baiting, but it will always be funny to see a finance guy get so angry whenever you ask them, like, to solve inflation, why can't we just print more money? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hi, my name is Zhariya Smith, and I typically make commentary videos just like this one, and today's candle is caramel pumpkin swirl because I don't care what anybody says, it is now officially fall. That just is what it is. Rage. It is one of the most intense emotions a person can feel aside from love. Because despite it being described as uncontrollable anger, in reality, it is just being extremely passionate, just like how you are passionate whenever you're in love. And in the little world that we live in, spinning on a planet in a solar system in a universe that is so vast that our little frivolous things mean absolutely nothing in the grand scheme of the world, it's interesting that despite our lives being so mostly insignificant, we still find ourselves getting angry and passionate and having such extreme emotions whenever a person upsets us or talks negatively about something that we enjoy. We still get angry whenever a person, let's say, makes fun of your weird music taste or liking a certain character from Stranger Things. You know, people don't understand whenever you want to participate in a mosh pit at a concert, or people don't understand why you get so upset and passionate whenever you're playing video games and losing. And there are just many other things tied to the little emotion that we call rage, and I just find it pretty interesting. So in general, it's pretty easy to feel enraged whenever there's something that you're very passionate about, is kind of the whole point of this. And whenever a person decides to demean that, talk down about something that you're passionate about, you feel like so attacked, as though they're attacking you and what you enjoy, and not just they don't happen to like, I don't know, football or something like that. So if a person, let's say, doesn't fully understand whatever you're passionate about, or they're completely demeaning it, of course, your little Twitter thumbs are going to type at an extreme velocity, faster than Sonic, to defend whatever it is you're passionate about. And sometimes we may not realize that a person saying that might understand that, and they just want to see people get angry. In actuality, I don't think it's wrong to be passionate about any topic. I mean, I'm passionate about YouTube, dogs, Harry Styles, protecting my emo music, and that's not a bad thing. You're allowed to like whatever it is that you like, as long as it's not harming other people, and mostly minorities, but in general, you shouldn't want to harm others, whatever your passion is. And I will say, despite me being a commentary channel, I typically find myself being a it is what it is type of gal. I never really try to get extremely angry about frivolous things, because I do understand we live on a rock spinning in the universe, a planet that's slowly dying. You know, I try not to think about the tiny little TikTok trends and the tiny little stuff from here or there. But with especially the rise of TikTok, and especially the rise of these stupid podcasts, that's a whole other thing. I find myself getting extremely angry about frivolous things in the grand scheme of life, you know? And it's interesting because I find myself getting angry about these topics whenever I know in reality the person saying this is most definitely too dense to understand the impact of what it is that they're saying. And for some reason, I think if I decide to comment telling them they're stupid, that's somehow going to change their thoughts, when in reality it's really not going to, you know? On the flip side, someone can also be saying this just to make a person angry. Sometimes people just want an audience to have a sort of visceral reaction to whatever it is they're posting. They don't care about the things that they say and how it might, you know, negatively impact the people that they're talking about, or how the people that they're talking about receive the impact and receive the back end of whatever hate and messages that they're spewing online. And I don't even know if these people have the capacity to understand that the things that they're saying are so stupid and people actually believe them, even if their thought process is to get a reaction out of people. Other people are stupid and might not understand that what you're saying you don't actually believe. Or maybe you do believe it, and that's even more scary. And they don't understand that people that they're talking about are actual human beings with thoughts, feelings, sometimes bigger audiences than you. And it's stupid. Not to name names or anything, but what I'm talking about today is rage baiting. These people know exactly what they're doing, so I want to talk about that today because I think that the concept of rage baiting and just the whole vibe is really interesting to me. So firstly, what is considered rage baiting? Rage baiting can also be called rage farming, but for some reason I don't like the term rage farming because in my brain I'm like imagining some like young man like in a farming like overall outfit, like planting rage and then growing rage and then picking rage and then, you know, putting it in a little wheelbarrow, selling it to a farmer's market to sell to other people who want to purchase the rage from them. And then it's like a weird thing in the image in my head. So we're going to go with rage baiting because that sounds better. And rage baiting is actually an extension of the term clickbaiting, which we all know clickbaiting. You're on YouTube right now watching this. Rage baiting and clickbaiting can kind of be in the same vibe, you know, because if you're scrolling through YouTube and you see a girl say, for instance, I got kidnapped in my Uber, story time, you're going to want to click on that and just to find out that she didn't get kidnapped and she got out of the car before anything could have happened. And in reality, she probably had a feeling of danger and decided to remove herself from the situation, or there was no danger at all and they just made it up because people like to make up story times. I don't know why that is. Regardless, the point is that rage baiting is a person deciding to make a statement, say anything to get a reaction out of another person to make them angry so that they decide to want to comment and spread it around and show, look at this person, look at what they're saying. But in reality, rage baiting benefits the person who is rage baiting in the first place. For instance, I was actually rage baited a little bit about a couple weeks ago because there was this lady that decided in a podcast clip to say that the medical procedure that is, I'm going to bleep it, but you know what I'm talking about, is worse than slavery.
Abortion's worse than slavery. Well, I don't care if this hurts your feelings. I don't care. Abortion is the number one worst human rights issue that has ever happened on American soil.
To be honest, when I first saw this clip, I immediately got so pissed off. I think I called my sister. I was talking about it to my mom. I was so angry. I was commenting like, this stupid person, like, how could she say that? You know, me as a Black person, of course it's going to trigger my emotions. I'm going to want to talk about it because I'm a Black person who's also a woman. So this is attacking two things that directly affect me and comparing them as though that's something that is anything, you know? And I got so angry and I got so upset. I saw so many videos of people stitching it, reacting to it, duetting it, just talking about this clip. And again, the reason why this podcast co-host said this was to get people to respond and to react to it. Obviously, if a lot of these podcasts that you see, whenever you see clips of it on TikTok that make you really angry, if you were to actually go listen to the physical podcast itself, it is boring. A lot of these podcasts just try to say the most crazy things to get a clip to put it on TikTok so that their podcast clip gets, seen, they get viewers, and then the viewers realize, hey, this podcast is actually pretty boring because a lot of these people have really nothing important or worth saying at all, but again, that is what it is. There was literally this one video of this girl talking about romanticizing mental illness while she was eating a stick of butter.
One of the biggest problems with society today is that we're celebrating mental illness. Bipolar, borderline personality disorder, ADHD, feminism. People are celebrating this stuff when we should be treating it.
But again, she is doing this simply to get people to reply, comment, repost onto their stories, all the wazoo, because she knows that if she does this, she's going to get views, and views, is something that everybody is chasing these days. Algorithms love supporting this rage baiting content. Actually, about a year ago, Duncan made a video I'll put a picture of it on the screen. It's a great video. I watched it when it came out, but he made a video about how TikTok algorithms kind of, like to promote rage baiting content and how dangerous it is. So if you want to learn more about that side of things, you can go watch Duncan's video. It's a good one. So yeah, but that's pretty much what rage baiting is. And this leads me into my next point, which is why people like to rage bait. Like I said, people love to get views. It is honestly insane how much people are tied to the concept of getting views, because in reality, people who make rage baiting content, like some people that I'm not going to talk about because he's really scary and should be banned on YouTube, like to make comments that are obviously just to make people angry. Doesn't particularly care about what message he's spreading. He just cares about I don't even know. And it's scary. His content is getting spread everywhere. He has talked negatively about multiple of my mutuals, which is gross and disgusting. But again, he's screaming in these videos, talking loudly, and you want to know why? Because his channel has been gaining thousands of subscribers because of this reactionary, loud, crazy content. And of course, he's a person of color, so that makes it even more. People are like, look at the guy, look at him do stuff. It's stupid. It's literally so stupid. But people like to rage bait because they love to see that reaction. Because they're sitting at home knowing that what they said was either stupid, they know that they don't actually believe that, and they just move on with their day. Do you think that a person that's deciding to rage bait is going to be sweating or crying or worrying about what you commented on their post? No, they don't care. And that's the whole point. Now, there are some people who do genuinely believe some of the most horrific things, but again, you getting angry and commenting on whatever post it is isn't going to change their thought pattern. They think that for a reason, and you can try to educate, but in reality, you commenting something like, this is obviously so stupid and based, isn't gonna do anything. It's just going to give them more engagement on the post. What's done is going to get pushed out to more and more people, and more people are going to see this post. And the crazy thing about opinions is everybody has one. So the people that this is getting spread to could then believe whatever this person is saying and then make it even more spread. So it's like a constant cycle that never ends. So next I'm going to talk about how we can avoid rage baiting. I think that it is hard sometimes because it's really hard to distinguish between what is rage baiting, what isn't rage baiting, and all of the stuff that comes along with it. And I will say that this is the hard part because, for instance, that clip that there are some that are obvious, like the girl eating butter, that is very clearly just to make people angry. But there are some people who genuinely believe what they say. Actually, no, because I'm pretty sure Ben Shapiro and Abby Shapiro are not real, and they just say stuff, whatever comes to their brain, and it's stupid every single time. But I think that there are people who do genuinely believe whatever they say. Like, for instance, Marjorie Taylor Greene. She believes everything that she says, and I truly, deeply believe that. And she's in the political office, which is kind of scary, but another person, Donald Trump, truly believes what it is that he says, and all of his supporters do believe that that is true. And it's hard sometimes to distinguish. And again, I would just say that you can avoid the bait by simply just scrolling past. What I like to do whenever I see a rage baity type of clip, I will just hit not interested on TikTok. Also, another thing that I'll do, this also helps with algorithms. If, let's say, you're scrolling through Facebook and you see something that you don't like, just close the app, close it out, go to something else, because then the Facebook algorithm is going to be like, wow, this person left the site because of this post that they saw, and then they'll look at it more. So I think that it's hard sometimes whenever you see a person talk negatively about something that you're passionate about, and you want to react, you want to respond. But again, like I said, it's not going to change whatever a person thinks or believes. It's very rare that a person's going to get called out on social media for their opinion and actually change their mind. They could apologize, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they believe whatever it is. They could just be apologizing to not get yelled at anymore. In order to avoid the clickbait or the rage baiting is just to not engage with it. You can hit not interested, like I said. You can close out the app. You can report posts for spreading misinformation. There's a lot of things you can do to avoid getting the bait. It's so easy. I'm telling you, it is so easy to get baited. And after you get hooked, you have to keep on responding, and it just ruins your whole day. I found out something the other day that really ruined my mood for the rest of the day. And it's hard online on the internet. There is just so much stuff that's going on, and it feels like the internet just gets worse and worse every single day that we're on it. And there are obviously people that like to analyze and talk about it, but in reality, this type of content is popular. People post this for a reason. If rage baiting wasn't popular and it didn't get people views, they wouldn't be doing it, So we as a society, whatever society is, has to kind of fight against rage baiting. We have to just ignore it. But there are many people who they have to be talked about because the stuff that they're spreading is dangerous. But if you see a random tweet from a account that has one viral tweet that you just saw, maybe don't respond to it. If you see a TikTok and you see the person who made the TikTok has, let's say, no amount of followers, that's their one viral post, just ignore it. Hit not interested. Move on. It's not just people who are, let's say, internet personalities to try to rage bait. It can also be your own family, which is why I like to block. There's just so many ways to avoid rage baiting, and do not take it. It's going to take a lot of practice. It takes a lot of media literacy to truly, fully understand and decide on how to, what is something you should address versus not address. And it comes with time. But in the grand scheme of things, we should just move with just not responding whenever we see people say stupid, out of pocket stuff that make us upset and that we're passionate about. Instead of getting rage baited and commenting on social media, write in a journal, write in your notes app, and then delete it. It's such a releasing feeling. Just do something. But either way, my final thoughts and where should we go from here? I think that in general, whenever we're creating media, it could just be something as simple as, let's say, for instance, I like looking at astrology stuff. If a person says astrology is stupid, I'm not going to sit there and be like, no, it's because of the stars and blah, blah, blah. No, I'm just going to be like, okay, that's what you think. And then you move on. Everybody has opinions. Not everybody is going to like the exact same things. Therefore, people are always going to have differing opinions that may be controversial. And that just is what it is. If I say pink is my favorite color, it's not. But if I say pink is my favorite color and you say your favorite color is red, that's okay. We can have different opinions. If you say pink is stupid, that's also fine. It's my favorite, not your favorite, for a reason, but it's not. My favorite color is actually red. I love red. Also like oranges. I like fall colors, basically. But again, just because a person has a different opinion than you doesn't mean that you need to project it onto them and that you need to make them feel upset. Again, if you have an opinion that is controversial and you want to post it knowing that it's going to get negative responses, then you're the rage baiter, my friend, and you need to stop. Because if you're trying to make a presence online and your entire presence is based on making people angry, your channel is not going to thrive. Look at Keemstar, man. You're going to have a small audience of angry little goblins, but is that going to make you happy? Is that going to be fulfilling? No. Negativity is so hard to do and it causes so much energy, and that's dumb. Just be happy. Don't say things that are going to upset other people on purpose. That's just stupid. At least to me. I don't know. I'm just a gal on the internet. But I guess that's literally it. If you guys liked today's video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up because it does help little channels like mine. Make sure to subscribe to me as well. That would be very nice and dandy. Follow me on my social media platforms like Instagram and Twitter, really. And I guess that's literally it. So make sure to stay happy, stay healthy, and stay safe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.